Nothing to see. Go away and play. Weg! Weg! Weggehen!
I should speak to the wholesaler, Pierre. Yeah, well, it happens all the time these days. Last week, they invoiced me for 5 crates and only delivered 4. Yes, I will. And you, Pierre. The Wellington came down last night. The military picked up the crew this morning.
All of them?
So it seems. Trying to cut across country. Not only in broad daylight and in uniform, but all 4 together. 4 Wellington crews, 5.
Perhaps one of them was killed in the crash.
Not according to Pierre. They all got out.
Well, one of them could have been injured, so he couldn't travel with the others. Where were they brought down?
Just outside Amiens. It's a mining village.
Have we anyone in the area? Someone who can have a look round?
For what?
For the missing airman. It's possible they had to leave him somewhere. He could be lying injured in a ditch.
If he is, I'm afraid he'll just have to lie there.
For God's sake, Albert, the man could be dying.
Do you think you're the only one who can count to 5? Do you think the Germans don't know how many it takes to crew a Wellington as well as we do? That whole area will be swarming with police and military right now. We can't risk anyone within miles of Amiens. Not until the commotion dies down.
Aren't you forgetting the rest of the crew? We know they all got out of the plane.
Do we?
According to our information, yes. And if we assume that one of them was injured, which was why they had to leave him, then to a certain extent, what happens to him is up to them.
How do you mean, Lisa?
If he was badly injured, then surely the captured aircrew are going to tell the Germans where to find him. How else can they be sure he'll get treatment? No, Albert is right. We can't risk anyone into that area until the police and the troops have given up the search.
It's agreed then we do nothing for the time being.
Not for a day or two, at least.
All right.
We must hope that if he is found, it's by someone with a bit of common sense. And on our side.
RAF?
Belgique.
Last night? Your friends, the rest of the crew. The Germans captured them this morning.
How many?
4.
Oh.
You were wounded.
I can't walk. I need someone to help me. Someone who hates the Germans.
I hate the Germans. I will help you.
Someone older than you. Your father?
My father is dead. He was a soldier. He died fighting the Germans. I will bring you food. I will tell no one.
I need someone to look at my leg. Your mother? Will she help?
Yes, she'll help, I should think. You'll be quite safe here for now. We'll be back later.
Wait. Take this. Show it to your mother. It'll prove who I am when you speak with her.
Long live the RAF. A ballet boche.
Down with the Germans.
Mama! Mama! Come see this quickly, Mama!
Hello, hello. What is all the noise in aid of? Eh? What are you so excited about?
Nothing.
What is it, Jean-Paul?
I told you nothing.
Must be a very big nothing to cause that amount of fuss. So you are the man of the house. And what do they call you?
Answer, Jean-Paul. Manners cost nothing. Tell the soldier your name. Jean-Paul.
Jean-Paul Dawn.
Better? That's more like it. And now you can tell me what all the shouting was about. Well, I'm waiting. Jean-Paul, for the last time.
It's the way they are growing up. It's the war. My sister's husband is on the Tirpitz. Her boy misses his father's guiding hand.
I can handle this one, war or no war. Jean-Paul, are you going to show me what's in your pocket this instant, or do I have to make you? And I will, you know.
Fencing, Mama.
Well, and does it deserve the amount of fuss and bother you were making? Go on, out and play until dinner's ready.
Just a minute. Not so fast, Jean-Paul Dawn. Which way did you come home from school?
Across the fields.
You didn't see any strangers? A man dressed up in flying clothes? They're looking for a British airman. He may be wounded, lying in a ditch, perhaps. Would you tell me if you had?
He would. I'd see to that. Go on, out and play. Not too far, mind. His father was killed in the very beginning. One of the first to volunteer. One of the first to die. We've had our share of the war, Corporal. We don't take sides any longer. We just keep out of it.
There are none of us out of the war, madame. Soldiers and civilians alike. My wife, she was sitting in her own kitchen peeling potatoes when the bomb dropped. When they found her, she was still holding the potato knife. We are all involved. It is up to us all to see the war is over as quickly as possible. Let's have along! Don't! Forwards, march! Doug.
One of them. That's all I need. Just let me interrogate one of them, and I'll have the whereabouts of your Fifth Airman. I guarantee a statement within an hour.
I'm sure. But would it be the truth or a pack of lies?
Well, they might lie the first interrogation. They wouldn't try it twice.
No, but it all takes time.
Your way takes time.
Agreed. But my way, the results are more reliable.
You've had 4 of them all day, and you've got nothing to show for it.
They've been in isolation. Now I am bringing them together. They'll talk. Out of relief, out of nervousness, but they'll talk. And what they say will come through there.
Hardly original, Herr Major.
No, but not quite so primitive as rubber hose pipes and bamboo canes. Come.
So, they're collecting the 4 prisoners now and taking them to the communal cell.
Thank you.
Jono, I'm glad to see you.
You okay, Ronnie?
Dickie, ruddy sight better for seeing you, Skip.
Have any of you been interrogated yet?
Interrogated? No, I haven't set eyes on anyone. Or me neither. What's it all made of, Skip? Why should they keep us apart all day and bung us together again now?
Jono.
That didn't take them long, Herr Major.
It wasn't meant to, Herr Sturmbannführer.
That's jiggered them. So blimey, where are we, Skip? Who are these Joes? Why haven't they whipped us off to a POW camp? Is it the Gestapo?
No, Luftwaffe police going by the uniforms. There are SS in the building, though. I saw a couple of them in the corridor.
Well, we haven't been handed over to them so far, so I think it's reasonable to assume that the Luftwaffe have decided to hang on to us.
What are they up to, Skip? Why are they keeping us here?
I imagine they're trying to get a line on Clifford. They can't have picked him up yet. Nobody said anything, did they, when we were first brought in?
Rank name and serial number.
I played it by the book.
But that's all they asked me.
What about Cliff, Skip? Wouldn't it be better for him now if we did say something? I'm stuck out there on his Todd with that leg. It's really bad, his leg, Skip. I dressed it for him.
Look, he's got enough food, he's well sheltered. Now, there's a fair chance that some local civvy might pop along and put him in touch with the underground.
Suppose nobody goes there, Jono. Look, miles from anywhere, that barn.
We do exactly what we say. We give him 3 full days, then inform the Luftwaffe. Even if it is an outside chance.
What are they up?
Thank you, Herr Major. I have 3 trucks and men standing by. They can be in that area in 10 minutes from now.
They'll do nothing of the kind.
And how do you propose to find out where he is?
Well, I don't propose to go rushing in like a mad bull. We'll move in quietly. And keep a constant watch on every barn in the area.
A 24-hour surveillance. On every barn in a 5-mile circle, you haven't got that many men.
I know. I'm suggesting that we work together. Combine our forces for once.
And at the end?
Now, if my idea works, if the resistance do pick him up, and given time, I'm quite sure they will, we follow him down the line. And every single evader that we pick up is to be my prisoner.
Very well. I agree. Good. I just hope he hasn't been found already.
Just stop again.
It isn't far now. It's in an old quarry. Nobody ever goes there. You'll be quite safe until I can find someone to help you.
What about your mother?
I'm not going to ask my mother.
Oh, I thought you were.
She's a woman.
Most mothers are. Mine is.
Helping British airmen is a man's job. I'll contact the resistance.
Do you know anyone in the resistance?
Look! Germans!
Come on.
There you are, Hans.
Albert?
With Andre as usual. Where else would you be? Coffee?
I'll have a beer.
You know, Natalie, if you ever fall in love, don't pick a man married to an invalid. Gives the wife an unfair advantage.
Any news?
Yes, Hans.
Any sugar?
Sugar. Saccharin. What does she want this time?
Oh, nothing, just a cardigan. It's rather chilly tonight. She feels the cold.
I could freeze to death in my bed. Nobody would notice.
Just get me a beer, will you? Well?
Nothing new. The Luftwaffe police are still holding the other 4. The last one hasn't turned up yet.
Hasn't anyone heard anything? He can't just have vanished into thin air.
There's nothing we can do about him. The Germans are up to something. They've got scores of men right along the countryside. And not just their own men. Civilian police and the military.
Supposing someone picked him up and they don't know how to contact us.
No, there was a house-to-house search this afternoon. They must be keeping low somewhere. Let's hope he has the sense to keep his head down.
It isn't much, but it'll keep you going. I'll bring some more tomorrow.
Any, water? Something to drink?
Didn't think to bring anything to drink.
Is there a stream or a spring near here?
Perhaps I can come back later tonight. If not, first thing tomorrow morning on my way to school.
Thanks. I'll be all right till then. Hey. Something for you. Swaps.
Swaps?
For the food. Here. It's chocolate.
Yes. I should be able to come back tonight. After we've had dinner. It'll be easy. I'll tell my mother I'm going to a friend's house. I often do. I'd better be going now.
Be careful, then. Hey, kid. What's your name?
Jean-Paul. What do they call you?
Clifford.
Sergeant Clifford.
Clifford Howson. Sergeant Howson.
Huh. Au revoir, Sergeant Howson.
Au revoir, Jean-Paul.
Where have you been?
Out?
Out where?
Hello there.
Out where?
Just up playing, that's all. I'm not late, am I?
I wanted you for an errand a little while ago. I was out calling you. Right, you can set the table for me now. You haven't been up to the old quarry, I hope?
No, of course not.
What happened at the old quarry?
Nothing.
A boy broke his leg there only last month. I suppose that's nothing. Knives and forks for 3, Jean-Paul.
Whereabouts is this quarry?
Over there, not far.
Up through the woods. Nobody goes up there except children. Have you been up there?
I told you, no.
Can't be too careful. There are men out looking for that British airman with guns. Police and soldiers everywhere. They see something moving in the woods and bang! Your mother doesn't want you carried home on a stretcher.
Let me see your hands. Look at the state of them. Go and wash them before you come to the table.
What's for dinner?
A surprise. Wait and see. For you.
Well, take it. And what do you say?
Thank you.
But you are not to open it before dinner, understood? You are to save it for after the meal.
I thought I was supposed to give you chocolate.
It's German army chocolate for the troops. I got it from a German soldier.
He doesn't know about me, does he?
Of course not.
Ah.
I'm sorry, it's only water.
Water's fine. Oh,
How's your leg?
not good. Do you think you can contact somebody today? Somebody who knows somebody in the resistance?
I'll try. I'll do my best.
Good lad.
Dawn, what are you doing?
Nothing, mademoiselle.
I can see that. And why are you doing nothing? Why aren't you doing something like the rest of the class? Give that to me. Come along. I didn't tell any of you to put your pens down. Get on with your work. Where did you get this?
Nowhere, mademoiselle. I found it. I've always had it.
Dawn, I asked you a straightforward question, and I require a straightforward answer. Where did you get this? Well, have you been struck dumb? Quiet in the class! And be still. Put your books away, without a sound, and leave the room quietly, like mice. Not you, Dawn. You stay where you are.
Now, Jean-Paul. It is Jean-Paul, isn't it?
Yes.
Good. Well, Jean-Paul, I want you to tell me where this came from.
Tell him, Jean-Paul. He thinks it might belong to someone he's looking for. Someone who needs help.
A boy. A 10-year-old boy.
Yes. He found the airman on his way home from school.
Oh, we'll have to send someone down there tonight. We can't afford to leave it to a boy.
Well, so far, he seems to have managed exceptionally well. He's moved him from the barn to the quarry, and he's taken food to him. Besides, he stands far more chance than anyone we might send. They won't look twice at a small boy playing in the woods. No. We'll pick him up tomorrow. She's right, Albert.
But it's not fair on the boy. And what about the sergeant's leg? Why wait till tomorrow night?
Because we're not going tomorrow night. We're bringing him down from the quarry in broad daylight.
Well, through the woods, across the fields? It isn't possible.
You've got a plan, Lisa. Albert?
Hmm?
Do you know where we can get a couple of horses from by the morning?
What do you want horses for? Someone going riding?
Me, for one.
I'd like to see you try.
Oh, you will, Albert. The second horse is for you.
It's good, this. What's it called?
De Boudin.
De Boudin?
De Boudin.
De Boudin.
I won't be able to see you after tonight.
I thought you were coming tomorrow.
They told me not to. Well, he did. My contact. He said I was to bring you food tonight, and after tonight, I'm not to see you again.
Well, I suppose I know best. Resistance.
But it isn't fair, is it? Them telling me what to do. It was me that found you.
Yeah, well, it was like that in war. Taking orders, isn't it?
When I grow up, I'm going to be one of the resistance leaders. I'm going to give the orders. Your badge. You have to give it back.
No, you don't. You keep it a souvenir.
Can I?
Of course you can. No, push off them. Scoot.
Goodbye, Sergeant Howson. Bonne chance.
Yeah. Good luck to you too, kiddo. Thanks a lot.
Carl. Over there. That's true, sir, I said to the trade selection officer. I've also labored before I got called up, but I want to better myself before I go out.
That's right. You did right to tell him. Let the army teach you a trade. Take advantage.
So I put down for driver mechanic. Seemed a good thing to go in for. There'll be jobs for drivers when the war's finished.
Oh, it's a good job to have driving.
And Elsa got killed. Friday night it was when the bomb dropped. They sent me home on leave to sort things out, but there was nothing to be sorted. I couldn't even tell where the house had been. The whole street was gone. It shook me seeing it, I don't mind telling you. And when I got back from leave, I had to take this test. I passed the driving, but I failed on the mechanical. I didn't mind all that much. It didn't seem to matter.
I was the opposite. When the telegram came about Henri saying that he was dead, suddenly all the unimportant things seemed important. Do you know the first thing I did? I boiled a kettle on the fire, and I got down on my hands and knees, and I scrubbed that house from top to bottom. And I washed all the curtains, changed all the sheets. I had to do something.
I sat for hours and stared at the blank wall in the barracks. Had nothing. At least you had the boy to live for.
You had a life to live for yourself. You want to put in to take that test again.
How's the leg?
Not good. I can't walk on it.
You won't have to. We've got to move you out of here. Can you stand the pain?
I managed to drag myself up here. I reckon I can stick it going down with you two to help me.
You're going to be carried down.
Is it broken, do you think?
No. It's a nasty, jagged cut and it's deep. There might be some bits of glass in it. But I don't think it's a break.
It's a pity.
We good?
Never mind. We'll just have to make it look as if it's broken. I'm going to look for some splints.
Yeah.
Here. What's this?
A razor, shaving cream.
got to make you look presentable before we show you off in public.
What do you want me to do?
You just lie there. Look as though you're unconscious. Just open your eyes and groan every now and again. You think you can do that?
You stick around and I'll give you an Academy Award performance.
This isn't a joke, Sergeant. Remember, there are people risking their lives on your behalf.
Help! Help! Can you help? It's my friend. He's fallen off his horse. He's broken his leg.
Whereabouts, Roland?
It's this way. I've done all I can, but I need help to move him. It's this way, Corporal. Oh, he's still unconscious. He must have struck his head, too, as he fell.
You did very well.
I took first aid classes. Do you think he's going to be all right?
Probably know that better than me. What can we do?
Oh, man. Look, shall I go back to the road and see if I can find somewhere to telephone for an ambulance?
I don't want to waste time. I wondered if we could manage to carry him down as far as the road, and I could beg for a lift from there.
We can use this.
Was ist passiert?
Ein Unfall beim Reiten. Der Rammerkel hat sich den Bein gebrochen.
Das ist kein Wunder. Ich sah ihn über die Wiese reiten. Er schien sich selbst nicht sicher zu sein.
Die Frau mochte nach Brüssel mitfahren.
It's all right. I'll get you to a doctor soon.
Ein Lastwagen kommt gleich. Wir werden Sie mitnehmen.
They say a lorry, it will come soon. When it comes, it will take you to Brussels.
Dankeschön. Now we are in trouble. The last thing we want is a lift from the Luftwaffe. Our own van is due any minute. Oh, just pray it gets here in time.
Jetzt kommt er. Endlich.
What happened? An accident?
Yeah. My friend has fallen off his horse, has broken his leg.
But we're on our way to Brussels. Can we do anything now?
Well, if you could take him in with you, I've got the horses to see to.
Yes, of course.
Thanks.
Hierher kommen. Evan!
The search is completed.
And they found nothing.
No, I'm afraid not. Still, it was worth a try.
It was worth nothing of the kind. It wasn't worth the effort nor the time. The entire operation's been ludicrous from the outset.
You really believe that?
Frankly, yes, I do.
I still think it was the right decision. We arrest one evader for the whole line.
You're entitled to your own opinion. It's unfortunate that my report will show only the loss of one evader.
Good. Come in, quickly. Now, first we'll have a look at that leg of yours. Then there's some gentlemen I'm sure you'll be glad to see this way.
Where did you get this? Well, tell me, Jean-Paul.
I found it. I've always had it. It was given to me.
I'm waiting for the truth.
Can't we talk later, Mark? I promised to go out and play.
No, Jean-Paul. You're going to tell me how you came by this badge if it means we stay in this room until Christmas Day. Now you sit down there and you do not move until I get the truth.
Well, gentlemen, this is the new arrival.
Where have you been hiding yourself away? We've been playing solo for a fortnight now. We had a dummy hand.
No, you can't. You don't know what you've done, Jean-Paul. If you'd left the man there in the barn where you found him, came away, said nothing.
Ma, you must...
But you helped him, Jean-Paul. You're too young to understand, but it's war. It's not a game. You could be shot.
Mama!
It's true. They could stand you up against a wall and shoot you, son.
Please, Mama!
Jean-Paul, I've got no choice. I must tell someone. Now, look, I'm going to go to the barracks. He'll tell us the best thing to do.
He's a German!
He's a good man.
He's a German!
He'll find a way for the airmen to be captured and for you to be kept out of it.
If they find the sergeant, they'll kill him!
No, Jean-Paul. They'll put him in a camp, that's all they'll do. He'll be with his friends. That's what I can't get you to understand. If we don't do something quickly, it's you they'll kill, no one else. Now you stay there till I get back. Do you hear what I'm saying, Jean-Paul? You're not to leave this room.
Candide. Yes, Albert.
For God's sake, Sergeant! What possessed you to let him keep the badge?
I didn't think so.
Obviously you didn't think.
He'd helped me, sir. I was grateful to the boy. I wanted to give him something to remember me by.
You've given him cause to remember you, all right. You forced us to kill the poor little kid's mother. That's what you've done. Handing out souvenirs to school kids. What did you think you were doing? Per ardua ad astra, was it? A war hero out of the schoolboy comics.
No, sir. Sir, does he think it was all my fault?
Why, is it important to him whose fault it was? He's 10 years old, his mother's dead, he's an orphan. That's all that's important to him. And your involvement, Sergeant, is only important to you so that you can feel sorry for yourself. Luckily, for all our sakes, he believes his mother was killed in an accident. I didn't just come here to bawl you out. Dr. Keldermans has asked me to talk to you.
Sir?
You're going to have to lose a leg from beneath the knee. I'm sorry.
When's all that going to happen, then?
In a couple of days, if all goes well.
If all goes well?
Yes, we're sending you along the line. You're going home.
Home? With a gammy leg? How?
By ambulance at first. We'll get you to Namur, where you'll have an operation. When you're well, the Mackie will ship you into Switzerland. The other 3 chaps will go with you as attendants, with a guide as driver. We're fixing papers for you now. Good luck.
What about the boy?
I don't know, Sergeant. My job is aircrew, not orphans.
It's only me, Jean-Paul. It's about your mother, dear. They brought her home to you from the hospital. For the funeral tomorrow. Is it all right if they bring her in? Well, Jean-Paul, are you ready?
Exultabum Domino, miserere mei Deus, secundum magnam misericordia tua. Veni tutta mia culpa mia, et applicazione Attendam populo eius scientiam salutis, in remissione peccatorum meorum. Ita illic eiam tua miseratio societ angelicis curis, per Christum Dominum nostrum. Amen. Requiem aeternam donaei Domine, et lux perpetua lucia Teis, requiescat in pace. Amen. Anima eius, et anime omnium fidelium defunctorum, per misericordiam Dei requiescant in pace. Amen.
What do we stop for? The guide will know what to do at Jimmy Whittle.
So, close the door, Ronnie. I've got a smashing hand here.
But the lab is only there, and he's been gone 10 minutes. In there. It's empty. He's done a bunk. Look.
Get in. What was all that about?
We've changed guides, that's all.
Abundance.
Not to worry. We're on our way now, old son.
Sure.
the barrel. We've got the blues on the run. We'll sing Torero. Let's have a song of the tune. Now it's time to roll out the barrel, 'cause the gang's all